Hi, I'm Natalia from Spain. Please like and subscribe to 4Eve. My twin sister Chloe and I were raised by a single dad who was a Formula One racer. Our mom fell in love with her gym trainer and ran away with him a year after we were born. After that, Dad threw himself into racing and parties, so we were mostly raised by nannies. But Dad spoiled us rotten with the most expensive gifts. Chloe and I wore designer clothes even as toddlers, and our toy room looked more like a toy store.
Dad, my friend got this doll from Japan. I wish I had that too.
Dad booked the next flight to Tokyo and bought 365 of those, one for each day of the year. And when Chloe saw them, she wanted the same dolls too. So Dad had to make another trip to Tokyo. Even though we lived a life of luxury, I sometimes really missed having a mom, especially when I'd see other kids at school with their moms. Once in the second grade, I participated in a speech competition at school. I'd always been very confident on stage, but when I saw my topic, I froze. Natalia, come on, I know you can do it.
Moms are great. All my friends have moms who do their hair and take them to the park. I wish I had a mom too who would paint my nails and have tea parties with Chloe and me, but...
Just then, my voice choked up and tears started running down my cheeks. My teacher jumped on the stage and said my performance was the best. The audience agreed by cheering me on, and Chloe was the loudest. Chloe and I were always close, but sometimes I felt she loved me too much. She wanted us to do everything together. She also wanted to dress like me, order whatever I was eating at any restaurant, and she followed me like a puppy in school.
Chloe, why don't you go play with your friends? But you're my friend, and you're my twin sister, so I want to be with you.
Yeah, but we don't always have to like the same things and stick together like glue.
Fine, I won't stick to you then.
It was our 10th birthday soon, and Dad threw us a grand joint birthday party. But for the first time, Chloe wasn't wearing the exact same dress as me, and she'd even insisted on having her separate birthday cake. And even a couple of hours into the party, not a single friend of hers had shown up.
Sweetie, are you sure you told them the right day?
Yes, I did. It's just hard to make friends 2 days before the party, you know? Chloe, forget those kids. Let's just cut our cake together like we always do. No, thank you. You want us to do our own thing, right? You got it, sis. I don't even want to look like you.
And suddenly, Chloe grabbed a pair of scissors and chopped her waist-long hair. The party was kinda ruined after that, and everyone left early. Later at night, I went to Chloe's room and found her crying. Chloe, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
It's not that. My hair, my beautiful hair. I look so stupid.
It'll grow back before you know it. Come on, there's still 2 hours before our birthday ends, and I want to spend it with my favorite person, eating cake and dancing a lot. Life was good, but then it all came crashing down in 10th grade when Dad met with an accident on the racing track and he slipped into a coma. Chloe and I were still in shock when we got to know that our mom's sister was coming to stay with us. Aunt Mona sent us birthday cards every year, but we'd never talked to her or met her before. And 2 days later, she arrived and pulled us both into a hug. My poor darlings, I'm so sorry for what you're going through.
Really? Why? You're practically a stranger.
Honey, I know you're upset right now, but we're family, and we'll get through this together. Suddenly, all the tears I'd been holding inside started pouring out. Shh, sweetheart, it's going to be okay. Aunt Mona kept holding me tight, and it felt so wonderful. Stop being a crybaby, Natalia. We'll get through this ourselves. Dad's gonna be fine soon. Yes, I'm sure he will be.
I wasn't talking to you, and we don't need anyone babysitting us.
Chloe, stop being so rude. But Chloe just gave me a dirty look and left the room. I'm sorry on her behalf, Aunt Mona. It's okay. I know you're both going through a rough time. And please, call me Mona. I instantly fell in love with her. She was the mom figure I'd been craving for all these years. She'd braid my long hair every morning and tell me stories about her and Mom's childhood. But Chloe didn't warm up to Mona at all. She never missed an opportunity to talk back to her and deliberately messed up everything Mona asked her to do. Chloe, can you please pass me the jug?
Oh, I'm sorry. It just slipped from my hand.
As Mona walked out to clean herself up, I turned angrily to Chloe. You totally did that on purpose. Why are you being such a brat? Because I can't stand that woman. I'm sure she's after Dad's money. Why else do you think she's here? What? You have no proof. Just then, Mona walked back in and we stopped talking. A few weeks later, it was our birthday, and Mona said she'd planned a surprise for us. She asked us to get ready, but when it was time to go, Chloe refused to come along. Don't be like this, Chloe. Mona has planned something for both of us. I'm sure it's gonna be something tacky and stupid. So thanks, but no thanks. Well, I'm gonna go with her, with or without you. It seems like you've made your choice. Thanks for ruining another birthday. Gosh, this girl was impossible. I told Mona that Chloe had a headache and we left without her. We got an amazing spa treatment, went shopping, and had a great time at an amusement park taking crazy rides and eating food truck snacks. I kept taking pictures throughout the day and sending them to Chloe to show her what she'd missed.
So, I hope you had a good time, Natalia.
It was wonderful. I truly enjoyed myself for the first time since Dad's accident. Thank you. Don't be so quick to thank her, Natalia. The money she's blown today on everything is Dad's. All she did was book those expensive spa appointments for herself and you. Smart move, Mona. That night, Mona didn't join us for dinner, so I went to her room where I found her crying.
I know you probably won't trust me, Natalia, but the money I spent today isn't your dad's. I used my money to pay for everything.
I trust you, Mona.
But Chloe, I don't know why she's so bitter. I just don't know how to deal with her bratty behavior anymore.
She just needs a little more time to cope with everything that's happened. She'll come around. When I went back to our room, I saw that Chloe had pasted a sketch of Mona on the wall, and she was throwing darts at it. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Mona called me bitter and bratty and you just listened? Yeah, I heard everything. Well, what did you expect after the way you've been behaving? You're wrong about her and you should apologize. Over my dead body. And I ordered a cake for both of us to cut at dinner. But since you obviously preferred Mona's company over mine, I cut it alone. Since that day, Chloe and I started growing distant and it really bothered me. But I couldn't let her bully Mona for no reason, and I really loved having her around. Then one day, I was studying in my room when I heard loud voices from Chloe's room. How dare you block all my credit cards? You can't stop me from spending my dad's money.
Oh, yes, I can. I'll make sure you never see a penny of your dad's money again. I can make things very difficult for you, Chloe. You better get your act together.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I am.
I saw Mona storming out of Chloe's room and I slipped in. What was that about? That witch! I just took my friends out shopping the other day, and now she's blocked my credit cards, saying I have no right to waste Dad's money. Who is she to stop me when Dad never did? She has control over all his money, Natalia, and I wouldn't be surprised if she runs away with all of it. She wouldn't. I can't believe you won't trust your own sister. I know I'm right about her. I felt Chloe was overreacting, but Mona really had no right to block her cards, and she had been threatening Chloe. It was a side of her I hadn't seen before. I was planning to talk to Mona the next morning when I got a call from Dad's manager. He told me that Dad had planned to auction off some of his stuff on his birthday, which was next week.
He wanted to raise money for a good cause, but now that he's unwell, I wanted to ask you if you wanted to go ahead with the auction.
Of course, we'll definitely do it if that's what Dad wanted, but what exactly should we auction? He told me Dad had wanted to auction some of his collectible designer watches, and I thought it was a great idea. I told Chloe about it, and she wanted to honor Dad's wishes too. But when we went to his room to get the watches from his safe, we were shocked. The safe was broken, and Dad's entire watch collection was missing. So were all his gold and diamond cufflinks. How is this even possible? No one has access to Dad's room except you and me. And Mona. I felt ashamed of myself for thinking she could be a thief, and I wanted to get rid of any doubts. So that day when Mona was out, we searched her entire room. We didn't find anything in the drawers or cupboards, but suddenly, I looked under the bed and found her suitcase, and it was full of documents and all of Dad's stolen stuff.
What are you two doing in my room?
I guess it's our turn to ask questions. What's all this stuff doing in your suitcase?
What's this? Whose watches are these? I've never seen them before.
Mona, just stop. The proof is right before our eyes. I can't believe you'd turn out to be such a lying witch. Chloe was right all along, but I refused to believe my own sister because I was such a fool.
Natalia, I'm not lying. I don't know how.
Save your arguments for the police. Soon enough, the authorities came and arrested Mona. It broke my heart to see her being taken away like this. I'm sorry, Natalia. I know you guys were close. I'm sorry for not believing you. Chloe and I grew closer again and life went on. I missed Mona, but I was too mad at her for betraying my trust. 5 months passed, and one day, I woke up to the most amazing news ever. Dad was finally out of his coma. Chloe and I ran to the hospital, and seeing him awake and smiling was everything.
Dad, we missed you so much.
Oh, my angels. I'm sorry you had to go through such a tough time alone.
We weren't exactly alone, Dad. Aunt Mona came to our rescue.
She did? Really? Wow. She's always loved you both, but after I cut her off, I didn't expect her to come take care of you.
She's always loved us? You cut her off? What do you mean? That's when Dad revealed that when we were born, Mona doted on us and was always around even when our mom had no time for us.
Chloe, you were such a cranky baby. And sometimes Mona would stay up all night rocking you in her arms. But when your mom left, I cut all ties with Mona too. I told her not to be in touch with you girls, and she respected that. But she always sent you your birthday cards.
But Dad, Mona stole all your watches and cufflinks.
What? Are you sure? I mean, that makes no sense. She runs a successful company in the US and is really rich herself. She's definitely richer than me.
That left me stunned. Suddenly, I noticed Chloe's face went white. I told Dad to rest and signaled her to come outside. Chloe, spit it out. Okay, I framed Mona. I paid Dad's manager so that he would call you about the auction, and I also paid a servant to hide all that stuff in Mona's suitcase. What? How could you do that, Chloe? How could you send an innocent woman to jail? Because I hated Mona. The day she walked in and hugged you, I felt myself go crazy with jealousy. With Dad in the hospital, all I had was you. But then she came along and you started loving her more than me. Tell me the truth about the credit cards too. Why did she block them? Because I spent a lot of money. I blew $50,000 and she got an alert on her phone and tracked me down to a club. And she found me smoking with some friends. I can't believe this. No wonder she was so mad at you. You're a horrible person, Chloe. Mona left her life for us, and you got her arrested for a crime she didn't even commit. I told Dad everything, and we rushed to the police station to withdraw our complaint. Mona looked angry to see us, but when I told her the truth and apologized, she started crying and hugged me.
Mona, I am so sorry about all of this. If you want to take action against Chloe, I understand.
No, I don't. This family has been through enough, and I won't put Chloe through more. I forgive her. Chloe was really ashamed and apologized a lot, but we still had trouble trusting her so soon, and Dad insisted she get into therapy. You need this, Chloe. Your insecurities drove you to do some really crazy things. But just trust that you're not alone and you have a family that loves you. And you're my twin. No one could ever replace you. Mona stayed with us for a few more weeks till Dad recovered completely. And then he announced that he was taking all 4 of us to a vacation in Switzerland. One day, Chloe and I were out shopping, and when we returned, we found Mona and Dad kissing. We saw nothing. You guys carry on.
No, wait, come in. I proposed to Mona, and she said yes.
Are you girls gonna be okay with that, Chloe? Chloe looked stunned, but then she hugged Mona. I joined them too, and in that moment, I knew that going forward, our lives would be perfect.